Soundstrap.
Trying to get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone.
Soundstrap.
Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah.
Welcome back to the XandO Sports Show. I'm your host, Ricky G. Stanley. Yes, people, it's finally here. It's finally here. Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow. Super Bowl Sunday is here. I know you guys been waiting on my take and my predictions. I'll let everybody else go first. NFL Network, ESPN, I Am Athlete, all those guys, let them go first. We also have some awards to cover as well. Let's get right into the Super Bowl. We got the Rams versus the Bengals first. Two good offenses. It's like the young bucks versus the old heads. Like I said, you have the young Joe Burrow coming off an amazing season. Alongside him is Jamar Chase having a great season as well for a rookie. He looked like nobody can actually cover him. I mean, they tried, they doubled him, and he still had, I want to say he might, I think he broke Randy Moss's record for a rookie season. On the other side, you got Matthew Stafford, Odell Big Hand Beckhams, and the oh-so dangerous Cooper Kupp. Like I said, that guy is dangerous. He wakes up, you know. He got good hands. He got good routes. And he also plays in the slot. So most corners are not going to be rolling down in the slot to get him. You got a linebacker or a safety on him. Good luck. So this game's going to come down. I think it's going to be really good. I'm predicting this game to have a lot of big plays. I would even say this may be one of the most explosive Super Bowls possibly in the future. Like I said, we had some good ones, but I think it's going to be a lot of explosive play calling, and we're going to see. Like I said, we'll start off with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has proved that he is like bone crusher. He is never scared. He has played in a lot of big games. Starting off with the national championship, he blew out a good Clemson team when he played at LSU. Walked off and smoked a cigar, right? Walking into the locker room like it was, like it was easy. Then he started off this playoff. He won every playoff game this season. He beat the Oakland Raiders, which I had on winning, but he won it in a good fashion. Didn't have any turnovers. Then he turned around and played against the Tennessee Titans. I actually had them predicted to lose that game. The Tennessee Titans defense was nothing to sneeze at. They sacked him 9 times and forced 1 interception. He found a way to overcome it all. He didn't flinch. Still overcame it all. Then he went into Kansas City. Looked him in his eyes. He looked Patrick LaVon Mahomes II in his hazel eyeballs and said, hey, come get some. He gave him everything he wanted. He gave him everything he wanted and more, and beat Patrick Mahomes in his own house in front of his own crowd. That's a bad dude. They're very dangerous. On the other side, you got a hungry Matthew Stafford that came from Detroit. They ain't win much out there. They had a 9-10 win season. That's a good season. Ain't no playoffs. They went to the playoffs a couple times, but it's really nothing to look at. Like I said, he's hungry for a win in the Super Bowl. He has the talent. He came out of Georgia early. We all knew he had the arm talent. We all know he could read the field, but he just could never put it together. The good thing is, he's in LA now. He can see as the world turns. And, offensive line is a little better, so he won't get a concussion and have to see that guiding light. For those who don't understand those are old soap operas. But Matthew Stafford, I feel like he will have the advantage when it comes to experience. The Rams will have advantage with that pass rush. They have Aaron Donald and Von Miller. Joe Burrow will need to get the ball out quick. But if I'm a defensive back and I know for a fact that he got to get the ball out quick, I'm looking back at my safeties or whoever's behind me like, hey, I'm jumping this. If I see a slam, I'm going to get it. If I see an out route, I'm going to get it. If they don't do a double move, I'm jumping it. So he's going to have to get the ball out quick. He's going to have some quick game because you got Aaron Donald in the middle and Von Miller coming off the outside. Those other guys ain't nothing to sneeze at. Got Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. However, if Joe Burrow don't get it out quick, he's going to have a long day. So they have to run the ball as well. So good thing about that is you can game plan for games like that. Aaron Donald is a beast, but he is beatable. Yes, he is. I've seen a lot of teams do it. I remember when the Eagles played in the playoffs to get to, I want to say the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. We had to play him right before we got to the playoffs, and we didn't give up not one sack against him. Took a lot of goodwill, but he's a grown man. all that would come in handy for the Rams. And then you flip it on the other side, you got the offense. You got Cooper Kupp in the slot and Odell Beckham on the outside. But on defense, who has the advantage in the secondary? Of course, you got Jalen Ramsey on the outside for the Rams. But the slot corners are nothing to sneeze at for Cincinnati Bengals. I feel like they have the best slot corner in the playoffs to match up against Cooper Kupp, and he will have help. However, Odell Beckham will have his pick on the outside. So, with that being said, I think Odell Beckham is going to be the biggest X factor of it all. Cooper Kupp's going to get his. I still think he's going to get 9 catches for at least 100 yards, which, it's going to take all game for him to get 100. But I feel like Odell Beckham, if he doesn't have a big game, they may be in trouble. Like I said, Joe Burrow, he knows about pass rush. He's been hit before. He's been rocked before. So that's not gonna make or break him. The Rams are gonna have to call some turnovers and speed up his clock. If they don't, they may get upset. So, as for my prediction, I'm going with the young buck. I'm going with Joe Burrow. Yes, going with the Bengals. The Rams are good. The Bengals are dangerous. I wouldn't be upset if the Rams won, as long as that cotton picking Tom Brady is not in the Super Bowl this year. I'm okay. I'm okay with watching the games. Could be a lot of explosion, but I'm going with the young buck. I feel like he is going to show us something that we haven't seen in a long time. Patrick Mahomes had more weapons than Joe Burrow did. Like, there's a lot of guys that's been to the Super Bowl, not a lot, but some guys went to the Super Bowl in their second year or early on in their career. But I feel like if Joe Burrow has time and he can make plays, he's going to show us why he's going to be the new face of the league. Or it could fall flat on his face, but then they could blame it on youth. I would for him to go ahead and win it. So we got something plenty to talk about after the Super Bowl. Moving on to awards. Aaron Rodgers. Yes, the bad man himself won the MVP back-to-back like Drake. Yes, he did. With winning that, now he's on rare company. He is among the company of winning back-to-back MVPs, Favre, Manning, Montana, and Jim Brown. They're the only ones that's won back-to-back MVPs. Like I said, he's got 1 Super Bowl, 4 MVPs. Can we say first ballot? Not yet. All right, next, Defensive Player of the Year. My predictions in a couple episodes ago was TJ Watt. I had TJ Watt winning the Defensive Player of the Year, but it was going to be close with Michael Parsons. However, TJ Watt won it outright. I feel like, he was the best at his position this year. He tied the sack record this year, and as well as played great on defense. So, congratulations, TJ Watt. Offensive Player of the Year, Cooper Kupp won, and he had the triple crown. He led in receptions. He also led in yards as well as touchdowns. That is very hard to do. You can win 1 category, 2 categories, but get all 3. That means you're the best receiver this year entirely. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase, which we all knew was going to go to him. Jamar Chase, like I said, a great, outstanding rookie year, but can he do it next year? We're going to see. Defensive Player of the Year, we all knew was going to go down to number 11. Number 11 from the Cowboys, Michael Parsons. That stud on defense. He's a playmaker. Very good playmaker. He can rush the passer. He can drop back. He's fast. And he has his head on his shoulders. I like the kid. Unfortunately, he's a Cowboy, so I can't love him. Like I said, we got, we will see if my predictions are right. Hopefully they are. If not, we got something to talk about next episode. As for my time, this is mine. I'm your host, Ricky G. Stanley, and I am
XandOSportsTalk.
Gonna get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphones.
XandOSportsTalk.
Yeah. Grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible.